The ancient Israelites, guided by divine instruction, built a portable sanctuary known as the tabernacle. This sacred tent housed various holy objects, each imbued with profound spiritual significance. Among these treasures was the shewbread, also known as the bread of the presence. This seemingly simple offering held deep meaning, representing God's constant presence among his chosen people. The shewbread, meticulously prepared and displayed within the holy place, served as a visible reminder of God's provision, covenant, and unwavering faithfulness. The Book of Exodus introduces the shewbread, describing it as a perpetual offering to be placed before the Lord. This bread was not merely a source of physical nourishment, but held profound symbolic significance. It represented the spiritual sustenance and communion between God and his people. The very act of preparing and presenting the shewbread was a sacred duty entrusted to the priestly class. The preparation of the shewbread followed a precise and divinely ordained process. The book of Leviticus outlines the specific ingredients and measurements required for this holy bread. Fine flour, a symbol of purity and refinement, formed the basis of the dough. Each loaf was to be made with meticulous care, reflecting the reverence and respect due to the divine recipient. 12 loaves, representing the 12 tribes of Israel, were baked each week. These loaves were arranged in 2 stacks of 6 on the table of pure gold, further emphasizing their sacred nature. The number 12 held special significance in Israelite culture, symbolizing completeness and God's covenant with his chosen people. The arrangement of the loaves on the golden table underscored the sacred bond between God and the Israelites. The shewbread, beyond its physical form, embodied a tapestry of spiritual meanings. It served as a constant reminder of God's provision for his people, much like manna sustained them in the wilderness. Just as God provided physical sustenance during their exodus, he continued to nourish them spiritually through his presence. This bread represented the life-giving sustenance that only God could provide. The shewbread also embodied the enduring covenant between God and the Israelites. The 12 loaves, representing the 12 tribes, signified the unity and completeness of the covenant relationship. God's faithfulness to his promises was mirrored in the perpetual presence of the bread on the golden table. This sacred bread served as a tangible symbol of his unwavering commitment to his chosen people. Section 4. The holy place location and context within the tabernacle. The table of shewbread, crafted from acacia wood and overlaid with pure gold, occupied a prominent place within the holy place of the tabernacle. This inner chamber, reserved for the priests, housed other sacred objects, including the menorah and the altar of incense. The holy place represented a realm of divine presence and communion, set apart for holy purposes. The location of the shewbread table, near the menorah and the altar of incense, underscored the interconnectedness of these sacred objects. The menorah's light symbolized God's presence and guidance, while the incense represented the prayers of the people ascending to heaven. Together, these objects created an atmosphere of worship and communion within the holy place. The shewbread, as a symbol of God's provision and covenant, occupied a central place within this sacred space. Throughout the centuries, the shewbread has remained a timeless symbol of God's unwavering provision and faithfulness. It reminds us that, just as the priests tended to the bread in the tabernacle, we too are called to maintain our relationship with the divine. The shewbread's presence in the holy place serves as a testament to the enduring covenant between God and his people, a covenant that transcends time and space. Even today, the legacy of the shewbread continues to inspire and teach us about the importance of spiritual sustenance and divine provision. It calls us to reflect on our own lives and consider how we can cultivate a deeper connection with the divine. The shewbread's enduring legacy is a powerful reminder that, in our journey of faith, we are never alone. God's provision is always present, guiding us and sustaining us through every season of life.